Hey everyone, Danny here today to talk to you about Kel Kade's book, Free the Darkness. This is the first book in one of my absolute favorite series. I just discovered this series about 6 months ago, and I'm already listening to it for the second time. One of the reasons that I find this book and this series so enjoyable is the incredible uniqueness of the character that Kel Kade has managed to create. So the premise of the story is that we have a young boy, an infant, taken from its family, placed in a fort in the woods with 15 different masters, weapons masters. They're called strikers, and 2 other masters who are above the strikers. Their entire purpose is to train Rezkin to be the assassin for the king. And they don't come right out and say that, but it's kind of hinted at that's what his training is for. So he eats, breathes, sleeps training. They've given him 258, I think it is, rules to live by. And as he masters a rule, he's given another rule. He gets to where he's mastered all of the skills that he needs to master. He has mastered all of these different rules, except for 2, which he hasn't been given yet. They call him in to give him the final 2 rules, and before he can be given the final 2 rules, a battle breaks out. All of the strikers except for 1 are killed. That striker escapes. Both of his masters are killed. One is killed outright and 1 is dying. Rezkin goes to get the final 2 rules, and the master, with his dying breath, tries to give Rezkin the final 2 rules, but he's dying. So he messes the 2 rules up. So the first rule he goes to give young Rezkin is kill without conscience. But he messes it up and instead says kill with conscience. So now you have this young guy Rezkin who doesn't even know what conscience is. He's been taught to completely suppress 100% of his emotions. He has no clue what conscience is, what friendship is, what love, what hatred, what envy. Any kind of emotion has just been taught out of him. And then he goes to give him the second rule, which is supposed to be defend and honor your king, but he messes it up and comes out with defend and honor your friends. Rezkin doesn't know what a friend is, how he's supposed to find these friends, how he's supposed to protect and honor them. So he decides to track down this final striker that escaped the battle to, get clarification. He sets out into the world he's never been in. He's never been outside of this fort. So imagine this, the deadliest person you can possibly imagine. No emotions, no understanding of the real world, being released on the world. Now, he's not a monster. He's not a cruel man. All that's been bred out of him. He doesn't have any anger, any envy, any jealousy, anything. And he's totally baffled by the world he's going into. You have just amazingly hilarious, laugh out loud moments as he tries to come to grips with the world. And it's not Laurel and Hardy slapstick kind of funny at all. At the same time, you have parts of the book that tiptoes along the edge of darkness. I mean, Rezkin is an emotionless, cold-blooded killer, but he's a cold-blooded killer who views killing the same way that I view taking out the trash. So when I take out the trash, there's no anger, there's no enjoyment, there's no anything. I'm just taking out the trash. When Rezkin kills someone, there's no anger, there's no enjoyment, there's no anything. He's just killing. Literally no feelings about it at all. But like me, I don't take out the trash unless I have to. It's because there's no enjoyment to it. It's not something I want to do. Same thing with Rezkin. Like I do with the trash. Hey, if I can avoid taking out the trash, I avoid taking out the trash. So he avoids killing if he can help it. In the beginning of the book, you're introduced to a young lady. He meets her And as they're conversing, he asks her some question, I don't remember what it was, and she responds with, well, but of course, we're friends now, aren't we? A friend, I have a friend. Yay, someone that I can protect and honor. And the story just goes on from there. I've never, in all of the books that I've read and listened to, found one with a character as unique as Rezkin. On the one hand, he is the most honorable, seemingly caring person you'll run across. On the other hand, he is absolutely, utterly without conscience and emotion. Now, towards the end of the book, he starts to reconnect with some of his emotions. And of course, the first emotion he starts to reconnect with is anger. Anytime someone questions his honor, he gets highly offended and upset. Narrator does a great job with the book. Love the narration. I cannot recommend this book more. There are, for those of you who are have small children around, there are some moments, I'll say moments of lust. Rezkin is an extremely good-looking man with an extremely good physique. And because he has no proper upbringing or emotions, he also has no idea of modesty, so he thinks nothing of training without his shirt on, or something like that, which causes the women around him to lust for him. Nothing comes of any of it because he doesn't even understand the emotion of lust. And some of the really funny moments are when the girls are trying to flirt with him and he has no clue what is going on. But the author not only takes you into his mind, he takes you into the women's mind as well. So there is that warning there. Otherwise, nothing but good to say about this book. Love the book. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.